Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Seahawk football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Walker to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 60.
Back to throw again. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll try and run Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Well, everyone. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick 1st down as well.
Here we go, set. Panther 60s. Take go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Ooh, the juke. And one more time. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, nice move. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go now. Ready.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you
And out now come the Seahawks. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the give, here's Charbonnet. 20, down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Let's go. Ready, right?
There's Charbonnet once again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to...
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the...
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Hot, hot. Set. Ready? 60 Bison. 60. Hut. Set. 70. Go. Ready. Get up. Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Set, go. Let's go. Ready. Come on. Set. 60 Eagle. Ready. Here we go. Hut. Down. Hut.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lumen Field here in Seattle. We're in the fourth quarter, and it's the Seahawks in possession of the football.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
They'll look to throw here. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try for the first with Walker. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now inside the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because
And after the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on EA Sports. You're back in time to see how this plays out. We pick things up inside the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter.
Come on, set. Cougar,
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And it's a gain of 5 as we reached our 2-minute warning. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays every effort.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks jump in front late. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.
set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Back now on EA Sports from the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Our halftime festivities behind us as we're just about set for the opening kick of the second half. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now run by Charbonnet. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A gain of 9 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. On the carry, Charbonnet. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 41. Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run now with Charbonnet. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. brings
Let's
up
go now.
third down.
70-10 the Wolves. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the...
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
To pick up with 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Charbonnet. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout. They juked him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present?
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A gain of 12.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 49 yards. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So